All you Aquarians, and welcome to your monthly horoscope for November 2013. What is going on? It's a fascinating month. There's a lot going on. There's an eclipse going on and some other stuff. I have made a separate video of that eclipse for those who are interested and who want to know a bit more about the eclipse. Click the link below. For also those who want a personal reading, so much more concentrated on your unique horoscope, you can click the link below as well. You have there different types of services that I provide, so you can have a look. But now, in general, for Aquarians, what is going on? Now, there is this eclipse on the 3rd of November, and a lot of people already feel that eclipse months before that and months after that. So, but it certainly has the whole month the energy of this eclipse, and that is the sun and the moon together in Scorpio, together with Mercury retrograde and together with Saturn. So it's all clustering in Scorpio, and for you that's your 10th house. In general it means, so for everyone, it's about new visions and it's about new ideas and good ideas. That's for everybody. It's also about not hiding stuff under the table, because what goes around comes around is very much alive with the Scorpio energy. But as I said, for you, for an Aquarian, it's happening in the 10th house. Now for most people, 10th houses work. Let's say that you are a housewife and that you say, hey, but I don't work, but actually that is probably your work, raising your children, and that is how the world sees you. So whether you work or you don't work, it's how other people see you. It's the highest point of your horoscope. So it's the most, you could say, the most visible part of your horoscope. And when there is an eclipse in there, eclipses, and especially solar eclipses, have to do with endings and new beginnings. So I think for a lot of Aquarians, especially the ones who are really searching for something new, it's a good time there to end a certain job and then start a new one again, and start from scratch. Why do I say that? Because probably it's the best time actually to take big decisions as from the middle of the month, not before, but the middle of the month and then after that. Because Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet of thinking, is still going retrograde up until the 11th of the month. So that is not really a good time to make major decisions, but of course sometimes we do need to make major decisions. So you must do it anyway. But if you can wait, it's a good time to, especially with contracts that has to do with work, it's a good time to wait until let's say the 15th. But I know that in some cases that's not possible. Doesn't mean to say it's going to be bad. It just means that they're going to be maybe refining possible, or things that needs to be adjusted afterwards. That's just possible. But anyway, it's a good time for Aquarians to think about their work and to think about, is it really true what I do at work? Am I really true to myself? Am I not running away from myself in my work to avoid other stuff? These are all questions that Aquarians can ask themselves, especially the ones who have an Aquarius rising sign. Also, an important planet in this picture here is Mars. And Mars is in your 8th house. Mars is in your 8th house of Virgo. And that is a house of, it's again, it's actually digging very deep, but in a very analytical way, for if you want to battle certain battles in your life. And for one person it is maybe a new job, and for other persons it is a relationship, and for another person it is a certain fear. But the 8th house is a house of fears, and it's a house of difficulties, not difficulties, but it is a house of needing to dig deep in order to know yourself a bit better. It's also the house of death and rebirth. So it could have to do all this stuff of endings and new beginning, it could have to do with that as well, with just the fear that you're battling now. And that is good. It's good to be able to take little steps in order to go forward. I say little steps and detailed steps because it's in Virgo. So meanwhile, you're having Jupiter in your 6th house going retrograde. So Jupiter there is very nice to have in your 6th house, which is all about health and which is about work as well. It's going retro, so it's another sign, as from the 8th, that you are rethinking your position at work, or you are rethinking your health. Maybe there is something that you want to change that has to do with your routines, that you want it to be better in a nurturing way. Then Venus, that's the last thing I want to mention. Venus is going to be in Capricorn for the whole month, and that is your 12th house, which is again a hidden house. Now that is a very nice position to have, Venus in the 12th house, because Venus is unconditional love, actually. Venus in the 12th house, but because it is in Capricorn, it's quite real. And it's also going to conjunct Pluto, which is being intense as well and squaring up to Uranus. So there's new opportunity for you to see other people who you love and who you are in your physical world, see them in a more compassionate way. And see them in a way, okay, they do that, I don't really like what they're doing, but hey, they are who they are. That kind of love, that kind of being more generous when it comes to love. And being more real as well, because it's in Capricorn. So that is something nice as well. Although it is at the negative side, but I don't think it will be that way, because it's this combination of 12th house and Capricorn. In the negative side, Venus conjunct Pluto, maybe there are a bit longings there as well, longing for someone that you can't have. Whatever that is, be aware that this is temporary, and be aware that just ask yourself why this is happening, and that may prompt you into having a broader mind about love, and maybe also the relationship that you are in that is becoming more real because you are maybe attracted to someone else. Could be the case as well. So very interesting for Aquarians. I wish you all the best for the month of November. Wish you good luck and see you soon. Bye bye.